Welcome back. We love local organizations that take care of those who really need comfort. One of those places is the Aurora House, part of the Aurora Project. You can help women in need by just lacing up those red and blue bowling shoes and heading to the lanes. Aurora Project board member Robert Robinson is doing just that, and you're not stopping until you've thrown 61 games.
Absolutely. I just turned 61 last Thursday, and so I've been doing this since 2016. These last few years, actually out on the golf course, but ran into some issues with arthritis. And actually during the rehab, I rediscovered bowling. I've been bowling since the 70s, and so I said, maybe this is a way to get back and continue the process of doing the marathons to celebrate my birthday.
You know, well, happy belated birthday to you, and this is such a great thing that you started doing. Hey, this will be a little bit more climate controlled too. You know, you're going to be inside at the bowling alley. Okay, so tell me exactly how this is going to work.
Well, on May 6th, from 6 to 11, May 7th from 10 to 3, I'm going to be bowling at Southwick Lanes, legendary Southwick Lanes. And to kind of lighten the load, I bowl with both hands, so I won't be running into the blisters on one hand or the other. But the way I've done this and the way I've done it in the past with golf is I tried to give people a chance to get involved through either, say, donations, through pledges if they want for me to collect later, if they want to challenge me. And the challenges are so important because when you're bowling something like 61 games, there's going to be a game where it just isn't happening.
Sure.
So if people challenge me to, say, come up with a total number of strikes for the 61 games or total number of pins for the 61 games, it makes every pin count. It makes every strike count. And I have an anonymous donor who has really stepped up and has given me challenges for the total number of strikes, total number of pins, and a couple of kooky split conversions if I can pull those off, if I happen to get those. And so that's how people can donate or pledge, but then we also have the ability to ride along. If people want to bowl, say, 2 or 3 games during the time on Friday or Saturday, they're more than welcome. And we would just love to have people out and just really have a good time, because for me, this is the best chance that I have to really introduce people to Aurora. I know that the concept is normally raise awareness, but that raise awareness has become so overused. And I think it's more of introducing people to what Aurora is and what Aurora does, because once you do that, you're able to really see that Aurora is one of the treasures of Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, because it's the only agency of its kind that allows women to stay with their children or be reunited with their children as they work through the issues that led them into this homelessness. And it can be anything from drug abuse to spousal abuse or anything in between. And the good thing about Aurora is that it's not just a roof over their heads. There are services and programs, and that's what this really goes to fund, is case management, life skills, financial management, employment. If a lady doesn't have her high school diploma, she can go through Aurora and the Penta Career Center to get her GED. If there's trauma involved for either the mother or the child, they have trauma groups. And so there's so many wonderful services and programs that it really speaks to the need out there. Because when I started about 17 years ago, I started off as the treasurer, and you could see that the funding was more government-based.
Sure.
Where like about 60% was government types of funding, a United Way and that type of thing. But now we're down to 30 to 35% or even less. And so that's where it really requires us to, as board members, to engage the community so that we can connect with individuals, we can connect with foundations. And so I do these kooky things once a year, and it's really basically building the donations or getting the donations now, but building the relationships forever. Because when people really get in and they understand what goes on with Aurora, we've had people pledge, donate and so on and so forth, and volunteer year after year after year. They come back, they bring their kids, they tell their friends, and so once again, this is really one of the front doors to introduce people to Aurora.
Yeah, doing some amazing things in our community, as you mentioned. And hey, what a great way to get introduced, by going out, you know, playing, doing a little bowling, you know, enjoying yourself that way. Again, this is coming up May 6th and 7th. And again, I want to wish you a happy belated birthday. Robert, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.